Hey guys, welcome back to another vlog, and I'm going to start this vlog off with the Mos Eisley Cantina, like I said I would, and it is finished. Took about a week and a half. I really lost count because I was starting to work, and that's the reason it took so long, is because I was working. And I have to say that this set, just look at that, is unbelievably detailed, and it was very complex as well to create. We have some stormtroopers standing outside the cantina there. We've got the guy with the speeder over there, and some extra buildings that they include in the set as well. Got a Jawas stood there, and there's no one stood outside of that building at the moment. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Let's open it up and have a look inside. And so when you open up the set, you have an incredible array of minifigures and detailed design based on the actual film itself. Like I said, you have the bar here and several cubicles. You have the Cantina band in the corner there. We have Han Solo and Greedo, of course. Han shot first. Chewbacca kind of waiting in the corner there. And of course, you have Luke Skywalker, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and the two guys who I forget the names of, who are stood there waiting to argue and have his arm chopped off, this guy here. And of course, we have that secret sort of the guy who tracks, I think he's tracking Han Solo, I think, or something like that. He's kind of like lurking there in the background. Got this guy who is apparently a bat creature, kind of alien. And we have the devil guy in the background as well, which is in it. And waiting outside of the actual cantina is R2-D2 and C-3PO, just kind of waiting because they can't come into the actual cantina because, of course, droids aren't allowed, which is a detail that's actually in the set. I think if we just take a look here without knocking over any of the minifigures, it's probably I think it's at the back. All the way back here somewhere. No, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? We're ready to get around here somewhere. No, it's definitely around the back here. I know it is. I know it is. I was in the right space. Is it? Is it? No, it's not. Where is it? Where is it? There were a few entrances and exits. I actually think if we lift this up, it might be in there. I'm fairly certain it's in there. There's a poster that actually says that droids aren't allowed in the actual cantina. And yes, I've knocked over some of the minifigures doing that. Obviously, I won't display them like this. I might actually display the cantina closed because the lid or the roof actually comes off, and you can have a look inside of the cantina when it's closed, which we'll take a look at probably later in the vlog if I get a chance. But yes, awesome little set with a lot of detail, very complex, and I highly recommend anyone who is an experienced builder or moderate, I guess. I don't know. It is very time consuming and complex, but yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. I can't say enough about it. It really is a fantastic set. I'm going to try and find a space to display it. So yeah, and expensive too, but that's not really the issue. Though I suppose I can mention it now. And also one more thing, this creature at the back here can actually be ridden or ridden, yeah, by one of these stormtroopers and have one of these prods as well for it, as well as you can interchange this between a saddle and that, which is pretty cool, and also reins there as well, which you can put onto the creature, which is awesome. And also its mouth opens, which is a nice little touch, I guess. Yep, so if you take a look inside the cantina when it's closed, I think the detail kind of speaks for itself a little bit more there. And also, this corner was never actually seen on camera at any point, so they had to take creative liberties with that. And I think also if you open it up, we can see, I'll just twist this around a little bit, you can see the poster I was referring to right there that says, it doesn't say anything, it's in kind of alien language, but the Star Wars language, but it does actually say no droids allowed or anything, but it's actually in a storage room. And also there's a feature which enables you to be able to knock these guys out of the chair, which someone's shouting in the background there, which I can't seem to find at the moment, but yeah, it's you can knock them out of the chair at will. So you can choose who shoots first. That's what it says anyway. And of course, all of these different sections of ceiling or roof come out as well, so you can put figures in there, or if you're so inclined, you can play with the set. So these corner panels come off as well, and this lifts up as well. And you can see all the little details inside. And you can also place figures there as well. Fantastic attention to detail. And we can put that on, it just kind of just slots onto place like that. And you have a roof for the cantina, so you can display it like that, maybe have all the figures on the outside or something, but you know, it's nice to be able to kind of peek in through the top there and see the figures inside, which looks pretty cool. So yeah, I'm gonna find a place for to display this, and we'll continue on with the vlog, see what happens. But I guess I can show you the setup here. What I've managed to do is the phone kind of leans on this Pokemon tin, looking out to that light there. The light's on the top, and I kind of just have my helmet kind of on there with this as a background, which is not good, not that bad, I guess. There's the cantina finished, and there's some stuff there which I need to throw out. Mostly the baby's pram, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it's not that bad of a setup, I guess. And I don't use a ring light because I don't like ring lights. You can see the lens flare there. But yeah, that's an actual studio light, or not studio light, but it's a video light used for film production and things. So yeah, pretty good. Tom and Jerry there, and the two ladybugs. Anyway, yeah, so moving on. Looks sick. Okay, so I'm here working on my audio stories professionally for another company. I can't really tell you what it is I'm doing, but it's unique. Hopefully you can't see the reflection in my glasses either because the script's on the screen at the moment. It might give it away, but I don't think you can see anything in my glasses because it's... Anyway. It's fun to be doing professional voice acting again. It's been a while, but I am back into it. And yeah, so here we are with the really needs to be replaced pop filter and mic and everything and preamps and all that kind of stuff and the speakers that are behind me and yeah, whatever. I do need to get padding for the wall, as you can see. It's kind of plain at the moment. But yes, having fun, kind of. It's a good job, it's a fun job, it's awesome. I'm glad I'm doing it. Beats being on a construction site, to be honest. But yeah, moving on. You don't know the power of this vlog. You have to admit though, this is pretty cool when it's put together. Kind of wish this was shiny, but what am I doing with the voice? So yeah, when you're behind this mask and you're in the costume, it just takes on an entire life of its own. It's Darth Vader. I'm Darth Vader, you know? I don't have the lightsaber, which is something I've completely overlooked. But I'll get it, you know? I'll get one eventually and do a nice video with the saber. But yeah, this is the costume kind of put together. Sort of, you know, looks pretty good. And yeah, so I'm absolutely dripping with sweat underneath this thing. Well, luckily I'm wearing a balaclava, so it absorbs it, so the helmet doesn't get stinky or anything like that. But you know, I can see why David Prowse moved the way he did. Because it's very sort of, you kind of naturally move that way otherwise. Or sorry, not otherwise. Or I'm just basically embodying the character. Just kind of subconsciously, I don't know. You're part of the Rebel Alliance and a traitor. Take them away! You know, that kind of thing. That's feels completely stupid, but you know, it's a bit of fun. So yeah, I'll move on to the next part of the vlog where I'm not Darth Vader. So yeah, moving on. Okay, so one more can't hurt, I suppose. I had to get it the moment I saw it, and it's of course the Marvel Daily Bugle Lego set with 24 minifigures. It is so tall as well. The box is tall, and apparently the set is rather tall as well. So yeah, this is going to be one hell of a build. I'll document it throughout the vlog. Unfortunately, I won't be doing like a speed build or anything like that. It's just going to be me kind of building it over the next week or so. So yeah, it's going to be fun. Let's get into it. Well, I'm going to get into it. And yeah, it's going to be good. So it's early in the morning. I had to get up early to feed Aria. And yes, she has a bit of a bald patch on the side of her head. It took from where she's been laying. But it's fine. It's okay. It'll grow back. We're actually training her, as you can see there, to put her head on the other side. And she's actually doing it by herself, moving her head side to side and everything, which is normal, I guess. But yeah, I'm just up building some Lego at the moment, like I said, because she's going to be spending pretty much all day with her grandmother while I get some work done. But since I can't do any of that because Naomi is in bed and I have to look after Arya and everything, I think I just thought I'd keep an eye on her while I build some Lego. And she's staring at me right now, wondering who I'm talking to, probably. She might be a little bit bored. I might want to put a toy in there. If she starts to get a bit fussy, then perhaps I will. I really should fix that down there eventually. Why do I always point things out? Anyway, moving on. So as far as the progress goes with the Daily Bugle, I'm on the roof right now and it's going pretty well. And I should have a picture of the final product pretty soon. As you can see, bag 15. There's one more bag after this, even though bag 15 is actually 3 bags. But, you know, it's going pretty well. And I've actually really enjoyed building this. It's been quite a good build, quite a good experience, to speak of at least. And yeah, it's going to be pretty good to just finish it off and I'll show you the final product. So let's get started again. Okay, so about a week later, after finishing the Mos Eisley Cantina, the Daily Bugle is finished. And it's quite a marvel as well. It's no pun intended. It's fantastic. It's actually taller than the Death Star. So it's quite interesting. It goes all the way up here. That's the peak of it, really. And the Death Star's down there. You know? When I finished building it, I actually dropped it. I know, nightmare. I was picking it up to take from my desk to this shelf and dropped it. Just the whole thing went shh. Luckily, it didn't break too much. Just kind of the levels disconnected and I put them back together. That was it. It's very securely put together. Although the top floor kind of broke into its component parts, but easy to put back together. So it wasn't that big of a panic. Everything is in the right place. And it's absolutely brilliant. I would open up each level and take a look inside, but you know, you can kind of see there's J. Jonah Jameson's office, and there's the kind of the secretary's office, got Spider-Man on the side there, Gwen Stacy's Ghost Spider, and actually Gwen Stacy is also there as well. Peter Parker hiding up on the roof. Got the Green Goblin coming out here. We've got Sandman, got Carnage and Venom there. Daredevil, several of the characters, got Betty and J. Jonah Jameson and Aunt May, and I forget the names of these characters, but I think this is Robbie there as well. And the Spider-Pig is included in the set as well, which is strange. Miles Morales, which I didn't expect to be in the set, he's also included, which is fantastic. The Cab Driver, Black Cat, Punisher is around there. There's about 25 minifigures. Stereo, mentioned Gwen. Yeah, so there's just kind of characters all over the place. And this is how I'm displaying them for now. Love the car on the side. But yeah, had a little bit of a panic attack when I dropped it. But it is absolutely huge. I can't understate. I don't want to understate how big this set is. It's huge. It's nearly 4,000 pieces. And it's just towers over everything. It's just gorgeous. So yeah, the time it took to make, it is absolutely centerpiece in my collection here of stuff. I'm going to now build this, don't mind the figures on there, which is going to just, I don't know, maybe go over here somewhere, but it's just something else to build, I suppose. Plus I used to have one of those when I was younger, and this needs fixing up as well. So yeah, the Daily Bugle, if you're a Lego fan and everything, if you haven't got it already, and you're willing to take the plunge into its price tag, then definitely go ahead and get it. It is absolutely worth it, especially if you like Marvel and things like that. Well, specifically, can't even say it, Spider-Man. Got Doc Ock hanging on the side, didn't even notice him there. You know, there's just so much going on, and you definitely get this set if you're interested in Spider-Man and things like that. It's so good. Anyway, back to it. You know, being a voice actor and having to juggle that with also being a dad and also having to do a YouTube series, which I'm working on, and also having to do family life and housework and everything is kind of difficult, especially when we're in the middle of sort of heat wave at the moment. Sort of. It's very humid in here. And it's all part of the experience, I suppose. I never thought that being a voice actor would be so hard. I have to do an audio story at the moment, which is 100,000 words at 5,000 pages. Yeah. Not easy, but worth it. Professionally, at least. But yeah, I'm going to get back to it. I'm taking a break, actually, right now. Got a cup of tea here. Usually drink coffee, but I thought tea, I don't know. And I'm just going to take a break, so I'm just going to push this to the side and take a break. Maybe do some TikToks. I'm playing Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, and it's on the PS5, by the way. And if you can hear a fan going, it's not the PS5, it's an actual fan. If you don't know if you can hear that or not, you can hear it that, but it's really warm in the UK right now. It's really hot, and the days are just kind of blurring together. But yes, not going to be talking about that. We're moving on to, like I said, I'm playing Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, and it is an absolute credit, I'll slow down, to the PS5. The game is a marvel. No pun intended. It's absolutely fantastic. Okay, so I'm actually playing as Rivet in Sagasso, I think it's called, the planet Sagasso. You can travel between planets and do side quests. And I'm currently doing side quests on that planet, and I'm playing as Rivet, who is a new female character added to this particular game in the franchise. And I cannot understate how absolutely fantastically detailed graphically and especially animation-wise, yeah, that this game is. It's like playing a Pixar film. Let's just take a look, actually, in the photo mode, which is also absolutely fantastic, at Rivet. If we just go close to her face, can we find the, do this one hand, the FOV, if we just zoom way in, like, of course, the detail on everything else is good, but her face is covered in fur, like, fur that you only see usually on, like, pre-rendered scenes. That's incredible. Like, I've seen fur in video games before, but not like this. Her eyes, obviously, are, do have the kind of a ray tracing effect going on there. So does the gun that she's holding. And the fur on her ears is also quite predominant, as you can see. Look at that. Just look at that. It's amazing. She has an earring. If we go down, you can see her tail there, which probably better from the back, to be honest. 1 second. How do I turn this around? With one, it's kind of hard with one hand. I'll kind of leave it there. Okay, so as you can see, each individual strand of fur in the tail in real time on a video game, on a console, which is absolutely fantastic. So, you know, well, the grass could be better. I'm kidding. It's just brilliant. The way she moves, the way they play the game, like the gameplay-wise and everything. Gameplay-wise, wow. I've been playing games for 30 years, for goodness sake. 20 years, sorry. Not 30. 25 years, in fact. So, you know, just look at that. That's brilliant. The photo mode is also, it's an Insomniac game, so photo mode is obviously going to be really good. You can actually pose her like you can on the Spider-Man games as well. Like, you can give her this sort of girly, sort of, I guess, kind of, you know, yeah, I'm just going to say girly kind of pose. And you can kind of change which weapon she holds, and you can have poses associated with that weapon, which is pretty good. And you can also change her facial expression. I'm not doing a review of it or anything like that. That's pretty cool. But, you know, it's just, I just wanted to mention this because this game is mind-blowingly good. It is really, really good. I've just reset the changes instead of going back. There we go. And if I don't know, if I like walk out, you can just see the complexity of the worlds. Like I'm in Rivet's house at the moment, or apartment, or hideout, I guess they call it. And the world is just going on around her. You know, it's not the best example. I think that there's a great big sci-fi, like cyberpunk type city going on in one planet, and that's even better to look at than this. But this is actually just I'm going to stop praising the game now and just say that if you have a PS5, or if you're eventually going to get a PS5, I know the stocks are low at the moment on PS5s, take a breath, then you should definitely get this game. If not just for Rivet, because this character has such a sarcastic and sort of appealing personality and persona. It just makes her fun to play and just watch, you know? And she's a lot different to Ratchet as well, which you also play as in this game, but you mostly play as her, I've noticed. You kind of play her more than you play Ratchet, but that's good, because I kind of prefer her. They should make a game, anyway, they should make a game with her on her own. So anyway, I've wasted enough time talking about this game in the vlog, and we'll move on. One more thing though, if you follow me on Twitter, you will see a steady stream of pictures from this game. Kind of uploaded using the photo mode and all the features, all the lighting features and everything to make it look really nice and artsy. You'll see those on my Twitter page. If you're interested in seeing these in their full quality, you want to see the game in full proper quality, then go and take a look. It really is worth kind of having just a quick look at, really. So yeah, just wanted to mention that. So, working from the early hours of the morning into the afternoon, recording your voice in an American accent when you're actually British, and working on 2 computers at once, you know, is pretty great. It's can't complain. You know, I don't have to go anywhere or anything like that. It's pretty cool. Work from home, blah, 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 blah. But it gets really warm in here and kind of claustrophobic a little bit because you can't open your windows, like, or curtains or anything. If we look back there, you can see the baby stuff on the floor with the pram and everything that's stored in here in the Lego box. But don't mind that. You can see that the curtains have to remain shut because of noise isolation. And yes, I have yet to put up any soundproof padding, but I'm going to get around to that eventually. It can be a little bit, you know, dull. But, you know, I have a break every hour because you have to when you do voice recording and voiceover work and voice acting and blah, 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 other things that begin with voice. You know, it can be stressful as well, I suppose. But it's all totally worth it because at least I'm in the industry kind of that I want to be in, and I'm able to sort of be my own boss, and that's great. And I don't know where I'm really going with this, to be honest. But just wanted to say that it can be really tedious not having to open your windows, but I'm going to have a break very soon. Open those curtains, push the windows open a little bit. It does look onto the street and people can see into the room, but because of the windows kind of open this way, it actually reflects the sky, so anyone on the street can't actually see into the room, which is great. But yeah, because you don't want them to look in and see all of the expensive stuff in here. That would be bad. But yeah, as you can see, I'm working on my little production here, which is just over an hour long, I think, an hour and a half, in fact. This is halfway through it. Like I said, I can't show you what it is I'm doing. I started to record on one long line there, as you can see. So it's an hour and 24 minutes. Yeah. In fact, actually, if I just pull this, can I pull that? Oh, there we go. There's actually more there. It's an hour and 32. Dear. Yeah, it's going good. Once this production is finished, I will mention it if I am able to. I think there's an NDA. Until it's actually published. It's published as a book. I just can't tell you the fact that the audio version of the book is out. It's coming out anyway. I'm making it. So yeah, working on audiobook, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so doing vlogs as Darth Vader is my new thing. A day in the life of Vader. I'm kidding. Although that would be interesting if Disney did that or something. But yeah, I just got finished doing TikToks, dressed as Darth Vader, as you can see, and I did about 3 or 4. You know, I have to kind of create my own sounds or just use other people's sounds. That's kind of the idea of TikTok, I suppose. And it's been a good session. I'm actually itching with sweat underneath this mask and helmet. So I should probably take a break. Yeah. I'm going to invest in a better costume as time goes on, but for now, money is tight because I have a child. And I will definitely get on that eventually. So, today is my very first Father's Day as a father, and I am incredibly proud of everything that's happened the past 4 months, 3 and a bit, and it's just so humbling and different, and how everything's changed, and you know, it's just kind of a reminiscent, is that the right word? I don't think that's the right word. Reminiscent is something that reminds you of something. No, it's not that. Wow, I am really not thinking straight. It's because I've got a lot on my mind, you know. I'm working a new job as a voice actor. I am a father. I have my own house. It's just so different. In fact, I have my own studio as well. So that's something I never thought would happen, you know? I just thought that as soon as my old YouTube channel decided to die off, got an itch, that'll be it, you know? But no, here I am, my first Father's Day with my own child, who is upstairs sleeping, by the way. That's why she was going to be in the vlog with me, but she has only just had a nap because she's become very active as of late, kind of cooing a lot and making noises and banging her feet on the floor above me, and just so much going on, which is kind of hard when I'm trying to record professional stuff. It's difficult, but yes, she is a blessing. She really is, and there's more of her to come, and I'll definitely involve her in the vlog a lot more as she gets older. But for now, I'm just kind of leave her to herself. Although I will film her often, so she can look back on these vlogs and kind of see how she was as a baby. I don't have that privilege. My parents started making home movies when I was about 2, so not as a baby. But yeah, I was one of those families that were privileged enough to have a camcorder in the 90s. Early 90s, in fact. So, yeah, there's that. I'm a 90s kid. Anyway, that's enough from me, and I'm just glad it's my first Father's Day as a father. Anyway, moving on. So, just doing some of my voice acting work, and my mic decides that everything is fine. But the connection from my mic to my computer, I usually use an audio interface, like everyone else would, you know, in their kind of home studios, I suppose. But I usually use this, which is a Roland R26 portable recorder. They're quite expensive, but you can use them as an audio interface, which I am doing right here. As you can see, every time I speak, mic's not right very close to my face at the moment, so you know, there you go, good levels, sort of. Not peaking or anything, that's good. And it's pretty good, it works. But only problem is it's getting on in age, and so is the cable. Look at that cable. So I thought, you know what? No, pay no attention to the very well-used mouse mat. But you know what? I thought it's about time that I get a new one. Can you see the dust in between those wheels and everything? Not a new one of these, but a new preamp, you know, a new audio interface to go into my computer and everything. Because, you know, if I'm doing this professionally and everything, I want it to be the best possible kind of quality. Plus, I'm getting a small hum on my mic. It could be this, or it could be the cable. It's definitely not the mic, because that's brand new. Even though brand new mics can actually have problems like that. But, you know, there you go. Where's it? There it is. It can be caused by most of the time cable problems. So I've ordered a new cable, and I've also ordered a new preamp. Yeah, so I was concentrating on this. It's kind of well used as well. Probably should get a new one of these, actually. This is a pop filter, and it's extremely well used. Wow, I didn't even notice that. I'm so used to having it sort of there, not really noticing it in this kind of in light of the contrast of the camera. But in real life, it looks really dark, so you can't really see this. Wow, that's incredible. Probably going to order a new one of these as well, because with holes in it, it kind of won't do its purpose. So yeah, Great, more expense. But anyway, it's pretty good, even though this is kind of a pop filter as well on the end. So it's just double protection. Because when you're doing a professional production, you want it to be the best possible kind of quality. You don't want any plosives or anything like that in your production. So yeah. Anyway, I think I can't really do any more work today because of that. So I'm just going to shut this, and I guess I'm just going to have to play Ratchet and Clank. It's been an incredibly long day today, and I've only just managed to sit down and start recording my work as a voice actor. God, it's so strange saying that. But I have managed to get myself some new technology, such as this new preamp or audio interface, whatever you want to call it. It's not the most expensive audio interface in the world, but my God, does it do its job wonderfully. And I couldn't really expect anything better, to be honest, though I probably could. Yeah, I'm just going to lower my Mac screen here because it's got the script on it, the book I'm working on. But I've also picked up this new pop shield as well, like I said I was going to. It's double layered and it's really, really effective, better than my other one actually was. And there's the mic there with a new XLR cable, of course, connected to it as well, which is nice and black this time and doesn't stand out in the whole old-fashioned kind of metal sections, even though it is metal anyway. But, you know, it's like a dark metal and everything, and it looks really nice and looks really nice on the mic and everything. And, yeah, looks pretty good. I'm also going to put up another arm at the other side, which I have. That's going to go up here, and pay no attention to the boxes still in the background. And I'm going to have another mic on there as well for kind of a second input, which you have down there. You can also have it as a stereo input, but that's probably not going to happen with me. I'm just going to use one at a time and have two mics available to me. So I'm going to have a condenser mic here and this directional mic or dynamic mic here on this side. So I'm just sat here watching one of my old vlogs. Don't ask why, I really don't know. I was feeling nostalgic and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to skim through one of my videos, my old vlogs, sort of to do a quality assurance kind of thing there, I told you anyway. And I noticed that like 4 times, this is the first vlog that went on this channel, the 70-something vlog out of, you know, all of the vlogs put together from the old channel. But I just noticed that I have cheese sandwiches on cheese toasties and cheese everything, like 4 times in this video. Like, I think I don't know what I'm talking about here.
66 videos will eventually be all loaded to the channel.
Yeah, anyway, obviously it's an old house. They're talking about just after how the channel got taken, or the old channel got taken down. And yeah, it's kind of strange how I had a lot of cheese in that video. I just want to make it clear that I don't actually eat that much cheese. This was over a month anyway, a period, like a month and a half. This entire video was filmed in, but it's just kind of strange. I just would, yeah, like I said, I want to make it very clear that I don't actually eat that much cheese. In fact, I haven't had a cheese sandwich or cheese toastie or anything since then, in fact. Kind of depressing, actually. I should really have another one with Marmite. Yeah, Marmite's lovely. Seriously. Anyway, I just wanted to mention that, to make it clear that anyone actually watches it, even though they have, what, very little views? That's negligible, that. Oh well. I enjoy making these videos, that's what counts. Moving on. So I'm here playing Ratchet and Clank on the PS5, and I've just noticed something interesting about the portals. Now, the interesting feature of this game is that you can actually link 2 worlds together, or 2 worlds are linked together. So you're in this level, which is pretty cool, and then through there you can see, as you walk through the portal, you can see that there's another kind of level there. But if I go behind it, as if bigger on the inside, you know, nothing is there. Even half of Rivet is there. So you can see there's a whole world in there, and and it's not, you know, there. It's like the whole portal kind of thing going on again from, you know, Portal. However, an interesting thing about this is if you put Rivet, or whichever character you're playing as, kind of halfway through this dimension and halfway through the other, you'll see an interesting effect when you actually go to the other side of the portal. This kind of happens. You can see half of her body in that world, and half of it is obviously missing because it's in the other world. But then when you try and go over to the other side like this, poof, half of her body is there because you can see the other world. But as soon as you go like that, you can actually see just kind of half her body. It's not a glitch. It's just a kind of a feature that I guess they didn't really want you to see. But, you know, people like me who experiment kind of, you know, wanted to see what would happen when you see it from outside view of half in that world, half in the other. That's what you see. Very interesting. Anyway, back to the rest of the vlog. So, not long ago, I decided I'm going to be doing up the backyard. And I made the grass look nice, and I made everything, I cleaned all of the slabs and everything out there, made it look really nice. And then it's decided to rain, and, well, the grass kind of looks dead. And the patio set that we got out there is, well, in here, mostly. The table's outside, covered in rain. There's a bag underneath it as well, as you can see there. And the washing line out there looks kind of miserable as well. But yeah, it looks so nice, and now it looks so miserable. In fact, even the patio chairs that fold up and everything are actually in here because of the rain. And the parasol that was on there as well is also inside because it's made of fabric and we don't want it to get too wet and take ages to dry. But when it is dry out there, so it looks like I've got more work to do outside. I would go out there, but it's cold. Typical. Alright, so I've actually finished the main story on Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, and it's an absolute pleasure to play. I haven't finished yet because I'm going to go back and collect all of the collectibles and things, and I'll do all of the little side stuff, which I kind of did on the way through as well, so, you know, there's that. But it's going to be good trying to platinum it as well, so more to do, and it's fantastic. So, yeah. Definitely recommend getting it if you are going to be getting a PS5 or have a PS5. Definitely go and get go and get this game and play it. It's an absolute treat to play. So yeah, gotta go feed Arya now. So moving on. What? So I'm just here kind of thinking about changing the name of the channel from Revlogs to something a little more catchy, because it's supposed to be reviews and vlogs kind of mixed together. But, you know, it's not that great, and this banner needs changing. It was good for the time, but I think it's time for an upgrade, to be honest. Just kind of need to rebrand the whole thing, you know? I want to bring out new videos, new Monkcasts and things, and I kind of want it to be on a channel that's respectable and has a great name. So I've actually got this name generation website called, I think it's Business Name Generator, that you can see up there. And if you put some words in here, it will actually come up with words that kind of, you know, generate them for you. Brothers Film, Shaman Media. If you click that, it'll tell you if it's available. It's available on YouTube, but it's not available on Twitter or I think that's Twitch. And it says available for TikTok as well. But well, I think I might obviously got a TikTok already. But so yeah, I don't think obviously I won't use that one. But there are quite a few here, and I think I might end up picking one that I think sounds the best, or just kind of think of one myself. But it's either going to be something films or something media. I don't want to go Munk Media or anything like that, because I don't want people to think that this channel is actually the Chipmunks. They're the people who operate the Chipmunks. We're not obviously the people who operate the Chipmunks, so it kind of needs to be its own thing. Breakaway Film. I'm pretty sure that sounds like something. Actually, it's not. Doesn't really make any sense though. I mean, it has to make sense with something. I think I do Lego, so maybe Breakaway kind of sounds pretty good. But I don't know, I'm not going to decide it here on the vlog, but you know, it's just something that, you know, maybe we'll do on the channel, change its branding. If you guys watching can think of any really catchy names that haven't been used, and you just suggest them in the comments below, and maybe I'll use it. You know, it's time to really rebrand the channel. Still doing vlogs and everything, as you can see with this one, but Video Games Media. But we'll also be doing other videos on the channel soon, and I hope to be doing a lot more reviews on the channel. So when I get new Lego sets and things like that, I'll actually do a full-on video of reviewing it and building it and things, and doing a time-lapse and everything. I want to do all those special videos for the channel and really get things kicked off for this. I'm sick of like the whole channel just kind of going dormant for ages and then not doing anything. Mostly because I'm busy working. Obviously I'm a full-time voice actor at the moment, but I want to be able to do things in my free time, you know, that include being creativity like it once was, you know, and really get this channel kicked off, because things are really slow, like I said. I don't know, some of these are good. I mean, Matrix Film, that sounds like it's been taken. It has been taken everywhere across the board except TikTok. So yeah, if I haven't changed it by the time this vlog's up, then give me a suggestion. If I have, then it doesn't matter. But yeah, just something I thought I'd mention. Alright, so I've already tried to record this part of the vlog like twice, but my camera crashed. I'm not sure why. It just crashed and didn't save the video. Very strange. But if you listen, it might stop now. Usually this is what happens. There's a dog barking. It's not our Dalmatian, it's next door's dog. And the fact that I can hear that dog in this room, which is isolated, behind these walls is double padding for noise isolation. Now, it's not perfect, but it works, and it works good for my little studio needs, because of course I'm working on a professional production right now with voice acting and things, and I need complete silence, which is great. This is a studio environment, although the rest of it is probably home environments, which, you know, but a barking dog, a dog that hasn't stopped barking for the past hour, is unacceptable. So if we actually go outside, I'll go out here, even with this door closed, it still barks. You can actually hear it. So we listen. I think it stopped barking now, which is good for me, I guess. It stopped. But, you know, it hasn't stopped barking for an hour. How am I supposed to get any work done if that dog just keeps barking? And when I think it stopped, like now, it will start barking again. Very frustrating and very difficult. But I wanted to mention this so I could segue into the fact that I am actually going to be putting up soundproof padding along this wall and sort of along the wall over there you can't see, to turn it into a home studio, proper home studio. And probably put up some proper mounts for my speakers as well. I have 6 of them, so yeah. Anyway, moving on. Yep, fairly certain that dog heard me recording it, because as you can hear now, that's the cup I got for Father's Day. Right behind this wall is the staircase, and then another wall behind that. Like I said, or like I think I said, probably one of my takes that didn't put on YouTube. But I've said it now. Is their room that's like this one, also sound isolated. So not only behind this wall is there 2 layers of padding, but there's a staircase, another wall, another 2 layers of padding, and another wall, and that dog can still be heard in here, past all that. That's how loud it is barking. I can't get any work done because of that. It's not acceptable. So I'm not exactly clear on how many people who watch these vlogs, no matter the little amount that it is, have actually seen my older vlogs. But I did say that they would be coming out to the channel very soon. And that's a lot harder than I thought it would be. It's actually, look at this mask. Jesus. There we go. It's actually very difficult to transfer 300 gigabyte of an old channel to a computer that's in compressed files on a hard drive. Yes, a hard drive, not a solid state. And it's going to take some time to pick out the videos that we need to put back on the channel. Sorry, it's really hard to breathe in this mask. I should really stop wearing these. Because 70-something vlogs is going to be very difficult to re-upload to the channel, and we may or may not cut out the intro segments of some of them. Probably won't, but yeah, it's going to take some time, but it'd be nice to revisit some of the old vlogs in the old house and everything, so yeah, it's going to be interesting. And as some of you may know, being a parent means that you have to be up at early hours of the morning. Either you get out of bed and you feed your baby, or you just basically stay up like I do. I take the time to do some work or play some video games or whatever, and then feed the baby and go to bed myself. Though tonight, because I have such a heavy workload at the moment, I'm going to spend a little bit more time after I've fed the baby to do a little bit more work, because I've got quite a bit of work to do. Yeah, a lot of work, as I may have mentioned before. So yeah, I'm gonna have to fill up one of these bottles here and feed her. But on that, on the 30th of June at 1 o'clock in the morning, almost 2 o'clock in the morning, I will call it a day on this vlog. And until, is that tasty or something? Until next time, thanks for watching, and vlog over.